to head to HURGHADA. I believe we're stopping in Dendur to see some temples on the way to break up the drive a bit, which will be good. But I am ready for the beach. Goodbye, Niall.
We're gonna drive for until we get to Dendur. The drive is so significant because it will show you some of the countryside of Egypt.
We're at a temple in Dendur. Is it the temple of Dendur? Dendur. And we're gonna watch a little informational movie.
Actual monuments that we found that documents how old the temple was. We're dating back to Nephthah-Nebu II, the last pharaoh of the late period. So it dates back something like 400 BC. That we're going to see right here, it is all Greek and Roman. We don't have any relics of the pharaonic, but we believe that the boat, the sacred boat that was inside, housing the solid golden statue of the goddess, was made by Nephthah-Nebu, and it's now in the Egyptian Museum. So that was the only remains of something from the pharaonic era. Apart from this, everything that we're going to see will be Greco-Roman. Them in here in isolation, try to recite some of the magical spells, give them some water, sometimes even wash by this kind of sacred water right here. The sacred water was always collected in the area of the sacred lake over there where you can see the palm trees. So that's where the sacred lake was, right? So they get the water to wash the sick people or to let them drink some of the water. However, some of the relatives can be waiting for their relatives to come, so they will have certain games that they just play right here, sit around here and play something like the tic-tac-toe or whatever. So you'll be able to see some kind of carvings on the ground because of this. You find some of the scenes will have almost all the flesh parts are defaced. You see that? So when you look next to the gargoyle up to the left, you won't be able to see any defacing, right? The first register on the top, there's no defacing. Here, this kind of part of the upper couple of registers, no defacing, but yet the rest it's all defaced. Why? During the early Christianity, especially when this part was changed or used as a kind of a Byzantine church, those kind of worshippers who will come here, they will look at those scenes and say, those pagan people, they used to worship all those kind of gods, so let's deface them, let's destroy them. So they come and chisel. Sometimes they chisel only the face, sometimes they just chisel the whole flesh parts. Sometimes they leave the kings and queens, but they chisel only the gods. It was, variant.
This has to be my favorite temple that we stopped at the whole trip. The colors were so bright inside, all of these bright blues, and the inside was so ornate and massive, and there was no one else here besides our group. So we really got to explore it and take our time and look at everything. So we're at the Temple of Dendur, and this one I think is my favorite one so far because it is so massive and the colors are beautiful and the faces and everything is just amazing, and there's no one here but us, which I think is really special because it's so quiet and peaceful and there's so many stories, and we've had the place all to ourselves. So I think this is my favorite temple that I've been to yet, actually, and it's not even one of the ones I would have known about before this trip. It truly is crazy that we are the only ones out here. I am alone at the Temple of Dendur, and it's so beautiful, so peaceful. There's a whole area of grass and little canopies, and I didn't even expect Egypt to be so lush with greenery, but it really is. And there's a nice breeze. Also, this UV umbrella, I could have not survived this trip without it. So it's on Amazon, you should get it. Then it was time to hop back in the bus and head to HURGHADA. Couple hours in on our bus ride, and we stopped at this little market to get some snacks, use the bathroom, and I got some pretzels. made it to the Sea Star Beau Rivage, which was our all-inclusive resort. And after popping through security real quick, we were free to spend the rest of the day exploring the resort and relaxing. This is lunch for the day, and this is the lunch view. Oh, we have the pool. The pool, the Red Sea in the distance. And the Red Sea, it looks very blue to me. So this is our hotel in HURGHADA. Ooh, ah. We have some nice big closets with the safe in the entryway. Oh, an extra pillow. That's nice. And over here we have our beds. Little vanity with some bottled water. And a lovely porch with a view of the pool, and you can kind of see the beach from it too. Ready for the beach? Here was super clear, and while there were like some little rocks and pebbles, there wasn't really any seaweed. Anything that's dark you see is kind of just little rocks, and there are little cats everywhere and people parasailing, and we had that whole section to ourselves. The beach was amazing. It was so relaxing and perfect and calm and beautiful. And then we hung out by the pool for a bit and chatted with Heba and got to learn so much more about her and just had really great conversations. We're gonna rinse off and then head down for dinner. We got shawarma, rice, dolma, whatever this is, tzatziki, and dessert time. We're going to a pharmacy because we're in desperate need of sunscreen. Hi puppies. Okay, but this Egyptian sunscreen I found at this pharmacy is my new favorite sunscreen. It is the comfiest, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but I loved that stuff. We then headed back to the hotel, and there was a little belly dancing performance as well as some sort of spinning magic dance performance that was really super cool. But once we were done with these shows, we headed to bed because we had a big day tomorrow. Good morning. Today we are going on a yacht and gonna go snorkeling in the Red Sea. We made it to the harbor and onto our boat for the day called the Sea Spa. This is our yacht, the Sea Spa, and it is the fanciest boat that I've ever been on with EF. Ever. It's amazing. After some refreshments and a quick safety briefing, I went to explore the yacht a little bit. We had a very large deck at the bottom with plenty of seating, and we had a kitchen where lunch was served for the day as well as different snacks. And of course, there is a bathroom on board and several bedrooms downstairs, but we did not use any of those. Overall, this is probably one of the nicest boats that I've ever been on with an EF trip. It was massive and could accommodate all of us, as well as so much snorkeling gear and so much food, and it was just a great time.
Good morning.
Good morning! We then set sail to spend our day on the Red Sea, and this water was so beautiful. So bright blue, super clear. We could see dolphins and so many fish, and it was just such a relaxing experience. we seriously saw so many dolphins, which I didn't expect. I was so happily surprised by this. We then hopped off our yacht onto a smaller boat that took us to Orange Bay, where we would spend the next couple of hours relaxing and enjoying our time. They were not kidding when they said this is the Egyptian Maldives. It is literally stunning. And EF gave us our own little cabana area, their own little bean bags, and I'm so excited. We then spent the next couple of hours really enjoying our time here in either the super crystal clear water, hanging out on the swings, in our little cabana area, grabbing some drinks or some ice cream, or chatting with the other members of our group. Once our time was up here, we had to hop back on our little boat to get to our yacht, and this ride was a party. After that lively adventure, we went back to relax and have a quick lunch before our first snorkeling session. Go on our first snorkel excursion. Oh yeah. In the Red Sea.
I'm ready now.
We're ready to snorkel. Everyone say coral reef. Coral reef. Here we go. How do you feel, Chloe?
I feel fantastic, like a mermaid.
Like a mermaid?
Tell me, Ariel.
Feeling great. Who's,
Ariel.
who's all on mermaid mode?
Mermaid mode activated.
Mermaid mode. Jahaba! Woo! She's a pro.
This was my very first time snorkeling and I loved it. It was so beautiful under the water and there were so many fish that weren't afraid of us at all. They came right up to us and there was such a variety, so much that I didn't capture, that I saw bright pink fish, someone saw a puffer fish, someone saw an eel. I didn't see the eel, but I did see a lot of fish and a lot of gorgeous coral.
Out of 10 was amazing. I'm so excited we get to do it again.
We had a little snack break and then got our second snorkel in and then relaxed the rest of the ride until it was time to head back to our hotel. 10 out of 10 would snorkel again. I look a little crazy because the boat ride was that epic and snorkeling in the wind and everything really took it out of me, but this day was one of the highlights of the whole trip for me. we were talking and like we just kept saying that this Egypt trip is exceeding all of our expectations. It's now one of my favorite countries I've ever been to. It's so beautiful. It's got so much diversity in landscape and art, and it's just amazing. I was mind blown by the snorkeling. Some people on the trip, I'd never been snorkeling before, it's my first time, and some people on the trip said that it was even better snorkeling than what they had done in Hawaii and Aruba and some other places. So I had an amazing time. The fish, the coral reef, it was all spectacular. We are exhausted. We're gonna shower and go to dinner and then have free time and a whole free day tomorrow. I still can't believe this trip keeps getting better and better. Ooh. We are dressed and ready for dinner, and we gotta return these towels first, but you must see the sunset.
Oh my gosh.
It's so beautiful. I am obsessed. Like, ow.
Oh, hi, baby.
Hello, kitty cat.
That's good luck. A black cat.
Is it? Oh, it likes me. I thought it was bad luck. Well, our first full day in HURGHADA is coming to a close, and so I'm gonna go to bed, and then tomorrow we have an entire free day to explore this beautiful town, this amazing all-inclusive resort, and some people are gonna do some water sports, some are going to get henna, some are going to get tattoos, so we'll see what tomorrow has in store. Good morning. We got to sleep in today. It is our free day in HURGHADA, and I'm ready to relax. We got some fun inner tubes from the gift shop, and we're gonna go float for the rest of the day. My free day is continuing. I got some sunscreen in my eye and I had to take out my contacts, and it was a whole thing. So we're rocking the glasses now. I took a lovely, amazing little nap, and now I'm gonna grab some coffee and chill on my balcony for a bit. We are gonna go to eat at this Italian restaurant for dinner. Yes, Italian in Egypt. While the food was just okay, it was nice to have a break from the usual buffet food of the hotels we'd gotten accustomed to. After dinner, we all hung out on the porch and had drinks and reminisced about our time before we headed back to Cairo tomorrow. Good morning from our last day in Egypt. Today we head back to Cairo. We're gonna check out a market and then have our farewell dinner. We said our goodbyes to the Sea Star Beau Rivage and headed out on our journey back to Cairo, where we stopped at the fanciest, most unique rest stop I'd been to so far. They have Viagra pizza. They have Seattle's best in Egypt. We got some iced coffee and some pizza. After that delicious feast and some great bus naps, we finally were back in Cairo, where we were going to head to and explore the famous market. This market was one of the highlights of the whole trip for me. It was just such a maze, and there were so many different people to meet, and sounds and flavors and smells and sights, and it was just a blast to discover new things along the way and bargain for stuff and meet the locals and actually have conversations with them as well. I think that's why I enjoyed the market experience so much. We're kind of left to our own devices to wander and explore. My favorite stop in the whole market was this one lantern store where we really became buddies with the shop owner and bargained with him, and he was just so much fun. And everything in his shop was absolutely gorgeous. We're in the Egyptian market with Isham.
Hello.
This is his shop, and out of all of the shops in the market that you go to, this is the one you need to come to.
I appreciate that.
He'll give you the best price, and look how beautiful this entire place is. We got beautiful lanterns and these beautiful chess sets.
That's more like pharaonic designs, and they are very kind people. Really, I appreciate they come in my place.
Yeah, so come here. Isham's shop.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
We then said goodbye to the beautiful market and all of its amazing energy and followed our security back to the bus. Once we got on the bus, we headed to a local candy shop where Heba showed us some last-minute cookies and candies that we could purchase before our departure home. And that was really nice because we got a little treat to take the taste of Egypt with us.
Oh my gosh. A beautiful gift from the most beautiful tour director.
We then made it to our final hotel of the trip. So this is our room in our final hotel before we leave to go home. Got a nice little view of a beautiful courtyard, actually. We're heading to our farewell dinner. Our farewell dinner was buffet style at the hotel, and we got some delicious food and then sat around, shared memories of the trip, and then of course Heba gave a lovely speech at the end to send us off on our way.
All of you. And I would like to tell you, I'm so thankful to have you, and I love you.
Aww, we love you, Heba! Well, it's our final morning in Egypt, and we are leaving to go back to America. This trip, oh, hey music. This trip was absolutely incredible. 10 out of 10. I would do it again in a heartbeat. If you have questions about Egypt or you want to travel there, feel free to let me know. I'm happy to help. And I'll see you on the next adventure.